Okay, you can go ahead and you can try these problems if you like. Try to put them in standard form and name them by degree and by number of terms. Remember, once we get past 4 terms, it's a polynomial. Alright, go ahead and pause the video definitely here on this one and try this yourself. Why I do it. Put a slash through every positive and negative and count the number of terms. So I have 3 terms. Now I go ahead and name the degree of each term. That's a 1, 0, 2. Start with the largest first, so 8x squared. Next largest is a 1, so that's 2x comes next, and it's positive, so I need to put a plus 2x. And the last one is negative 3. Now here I can't combine because there is no degree that were the same. So now I just, number of terms is still 3, so that's a trinomial. And now I do the largest degree. Largest degree was 2, so that's a quadratic. So this is a quadratic trinomial. Okay, so here we can read through. Basically, all it's doing is asking us to add these polynomials. So here in this definition, in this context of the problem, all that's going on in the National Park Service, basically, they just want us to add these polynomials. That's what they're getting to. What polynomial models the total number overnight with both campgrounds. So I'm doing both of these, so that means that we're adding these. So I'm just taking 7.1 x squared minus 180x plus 5,800, and I'm adding that with 21x squared minus 140x and adding 1900. So here I'm looking for like terms to add. So these both have x squared, so I can add minus 7.1 plus 21. So since one's negative, one's positive, we're really actually going to be subtracting these. And then I just take the sign of the bigger number. So 21 minus 7.1 is 13.9. And I don't do anything with my terms. I just leave it as an x squared. And the 21 has the bigger, so I take the sign of the bigger number, which is positive. Now here, both of these are negative, so I'm going to subtract because they both have x's. So they're both negatives, so I'm taking negative 180 and negative 140. I borrow 180 and I borrow 140 more. So really I'm going to add these, but keep the negative sign because I'm borrowing more money. So then we can just add these. So we get 32, and 0 and 0 is 0 at the end there. So negative 132x. Bring down that variable. Now these I can just add 5,800 plus 1,900. So that's going to be 7,700 because these both have 0 degrees, right? So they're both constant, so we can add them. And then, so that's it. So here, since the largest degree is squared, it doesn't really ask for this, but here is a quadratic, right? And it has 3 terms, so it's a quadratic trinomial. It doesn't ask for it, but it just asks you to add them together. Okay, go ahead and try this next one. Try this next one by yourself. Basically, it's asking you to add these two together. So you can pause the video here, try to add them, come back, watch the rest of the video, see what I do. So I just want to combine like terms, right? So this has an x cubed. This one doesn't have any x cubed, so I can't combine anything. So I just have negative 12x cubed. This has an x squared, and this one has an x squared. So I can add those. They're both positive, so we add them. And we get a positive, so I put a plus sign, 120, and it's an x squared. Leave the x squared. Here we have an x, and we have an x here. So since these are both negative, that means we add them, and we keep the negative sign. So I'm just borrowing more money. I have already borrowed negative 240, right? I borrowed 241, and I'm borrowing 14 more, so I'm more negative. So that's 255. So negative 255 and x. And now these are both constants, right? So we can add those for 4477 plus 1545. Do it on a calculator. 16, and it's positive, so we put plus 6022. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to subtract. This is a little bit trickier, right? Because I'm subtracting this whole thing. So that means I'm subtracting each of these. I'm subtracting each of them. Okay? So I'm looking for like terms again. If you want to, you can do this in a vertical way. like this. Alright, so vertical, I'm taking an x cubed. Here, look, I have x cubed and x cubed, so I can go ahead and subtract them. I have 1x cubed minus 7x cubed. That is negative 6x cubed. I have minus 3x squareds. And here's an x squared, so I'm taking minus 3x squared, and I'm minusing a 5x squared. So I'm borrowing $3, and I'm borrowing 5 more. That's a negative 8x squared. Then I have x here. This does not have an x, correct? It doesn't, so I can't combine anything with this 5x, so I just add it to the list. It's a positive 5x, so it stays positive 5x. Because I'm basically taking 5x and I'm subtracting 0x, so there's no x's here. Alright, so that just stays positive 5x. Now on the last part, I have this 12, but I'm subtracting this negative 12, right? So when I'm subtracting a negative, or taking the opposite of a negative, is a positive, so plus 12. Alright? Go ahead and try this one on your own. Pause the video, try this one on your own. You can do it here if you want to, just straight horizontal, or you can do it vertical, whatever works best for you. So pause the video, work it through, then come back and watch the video all the way out. So I'm going to do it horizontally. So I'm going to subtract 4m squared. I'm going to subtract m, and then I'm going to subtract a negative 12. So cubed, this doesn't have a cube, none of a cube, so I leave this in front. An m, switch colors, here's an m, here's an m. So notice there is no other m squared. This is the only m squared, right? But I'm subtracting it, so I'm subtracting 4m squared. Now I can come back to this m, and I'm taking a negative m, and I'm subtracting negative m. So what's negative 1m minus 1 more m? That's negative 2m. And lastly, I'm taking 9, and I'm subtracting a negative. When I'm subtracting a negative, it's like taking the opposite of a negative. Opposite of negative is a positive. So 9 plus 12 is 21. Alright, so that's it. So go ahead, if you want to, go back and practice those problems, print out the notes. They're online that you can find them. If you need any help, you can come after school, or come and ask me before school.